will I get a role in trial 2?
I object, my lord.
ग्लास नहीं टूटे अगर 2 बजे आने वाले तो 2 बजे उनका शॉट रखो 2 बजे
I'll plan my life accordingly.
What was it that really felt like, yes, I want to do this show? A quick fun game. It's called Objection. No objection, my lord.
Okay, great.
Kajol ever got into trouble?
Yeah.
Who would you call to be your lawyer? Hello everyone, I'm Tanya Apuchu, also known as your Insta lawyer, and I'm here today with the fabulous team of The Trial, a hot new show that is going live on the 14th of July on Disney Plus Hotstar. Hi Kajol and hi Supern.
Hi.
I was just
Tanya.
asking how do I rightly pronounce his name so I don't get it wrong.
Super का सुप and जो मर जाते हैं तो को अर्न में डालते
But
हैं
I don't
उसका
think
earn.
he'll mind also. I don't think he'll mind if you call him Super either.
Oh yeah. So I'm a lawyer, so obviously I'm excited about courtroom dramas and I really binge watch them. But Kajol, I want to know when you got the script, what was it that really stood out for you? Like it's a series, so that means a longer commitment to the show.
Absolutely.
So what was it that really felt like, yes, I want to do this show?
For me, it wasn't so much the fact that I'm a lawyer, FYI. It was more about how the script was written, and plus it is another version of The Good Wife.
Yes.
So that also I've seen the original show, so I knew how the show would go on, how the characters grew, etc.
Yes.
So I wanted to hear the Indian version of it, and when I did, I loved it. I thought it was like very, very well written, adapted very well, and because I think in the Indian version is actually almost like a completely different show altogether.
I'm assuming, yes.
Yeah, because it's a different society, different time, a different judicial process.
Yes. Yeah.
So all of that put together, I think it's just the whole package put together that kind of attracted me to it.
Can't wait to watch the show. So, when you go back to courtroom dramas in earlier Bollywood movies, they're always like over dramatic and the dialogues are crazy, the lawyers are mortal enemies of each other. But since the OTT cinemas have come into place, the shows have come into place, there's a lot more reality in them, and there's a lot more research done for these shows. So Supan, what exactly did you want to get it right? Like, did you want to get little things like sections right, or the procedures right? Was that important to you, or was the focus more on the storyline of Nayonika?
No, we never wanted to get it right. It's a completely fictional show.
So basically, I spent time.
Was Nayonika the important part, or was this also?
So on a serious note, we got Priyanka Khimani of Khimani and Associates
yes.
as our consultant on the show.
Okay.
We spent time in the Sessions Court, in the High Court, to
Okay.
observe how it works. We literally went through all the lines that happen in the courtroom with Priyanka to get the sections right, to get the language right, to understand the decorum of how it works, because the lawyers talk to the judge. They don't fight with each other, number one. And number two, they are colleagues.
Yes,
They're on
of
opposite
course.
sides, and sometimes they're working on cases together. They go to the same canteen. They
Yes.
confer with each other. So it's a different banter altogether. And that's the universe we wanted to create, which is about 25% of the show. The rest is the personal lives of those people.
Yeah. So when we watch the show, it would be as real as it could get.
It's as entertaining as it could get.
As entertaining.
In a
as
real
it-
way, yeah.
Okay. That's good too. So that's great too. So Kajol, in the show, your character has, taken a break from her career to take care of her children, and she's gotten back after a period of time. So there are a lot of mothers like that in real life who actually get back to their careers after a long break, and they work with an entirely different generation. Right? I mean, it's not easy when your peers have grown with time, right? They've become partners, or
Absolutely.
like in the show, they've become partners, whereas you are a junior lawyer. So in real life, what kind of advice would you want to give such mothers? That, is there anything you feel you could tell them that would help them?
The only thing that I would tell them is a realization that Nayonika comes to much later in the show, is that the only thing that was lacking was the confidence in herself.
That's true.
Not in everybody else of her.
That's true.
So, I mean, everybody else saw what she was capable of besides her. And she was the only one who was not confident of herself. She comes to that conclusion much later in the show, that yes, I am capable of a lot more than what I thought I was.
I think life experience counts.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, of
Also, I mean, fact is this: half the time you're held back in life thinking, what will other people think of you? Till later you realize that, honestly,
Nobody knows.
nobody cares. Because she starts out the show with being judged, thinking
Okay.
that, public people, public matter, public opinion. By the end of it, she's like,
Nobody
she has
really
no
cares.
hooks to give. She's like, this is my life. I lead it the way I want to, and I'll do what I want to, because I owe it to myself.
I hope some people can take away something from this.
If they do, you can GPS. Life advice.
Like we discussed, the show is based on Good Wife, and that's a different time. It's also a very different legal system. So, how difficult or how easy was it adapting it to Indian culture, Indian socio-economic scenario?
We rewrote the entire legal
Okay.
cases completely because we
Okay.
need the cases to be contemporary, number
Correct,
one, and
yes.
reflect our identity, our society, what's
Correct.
happening in the world today. And also, the procedure is completely different. We don't have jury systems.
That's true.
So
yeah.
that involved a complete rewrite. It was a fresh take.
Was there any case in the show while you were shooting it that stood out for you all? Like, it was conflicting or it was personal to you or...
But I think I know where you're coming from, but I think that's her character. That is pretty much Noyanika's character. She has a line, she has an ethical line as well, but when life comes in the way and practicality demands that you erase that ethical line,
Correct.
you can talk about it and you can practice it in your legal profession, but you may not be able to practice it in your personal life as well.
Yeah, that's
So you may turn around and say that, this is wrong outside. But, at the end of the day, you may turn around and do something completely contradictory to that in your personal
So
life.
This is why she
That
started.
is, that is
She gave you an answer.
the show is about grey.
Yeah.
It's about grey. Sometimes a human choice may not be an ethical or a legal choice. And that's something that, I think as an audience, you're left guessing, wondering and discussing that, is she right? Isn't she right?
That's
and
true.
that's the lovely, wonderful grey area of the trial, which I think Supern has done a wonderful job of,
That's amazing.
putting it all together and making it all really that much up for grabs.
Can't wait. So, let's go to the fun bit, a little bit of fun bit. So, who's your favorite on-screen lawyer? You can't say Nayonika now.
Yeah, my favorite on-screen, my favorite on-screen currently is Manoj Bajpayee from Banda.
Yeah.
That's my answer too. So I don't have an answer to give
great
now.
minds
This
think
is like
alike.
a cross promotion happening.
Good, no. I mean, his favorite lawyer is Nonika.
No, but he was excellent
Yeah,
in
he's
the
awesome.
show. That's true. So, if Kajol ever got into trouble,
Yeah.
who would you call to be your lawyer?
Who would I call to be my lawyer?
It doesn't have to be an actual lawyer. I mean,
I can
be
call
anyone.
whoever, no?
Yeah.
Whoever I want. Then I'd call Mr. Ajay Devgan.
Oh,
For
of course.
sure.
Of course.
For sure. He can sell anyone anything. So, yeah.
That's wonderful. What about you, Supern?
I'll call Ram Jetmalani.
He charges. But she's getting a better deal because Ram Jetmalani costs
May or may not pick up your phone. What about that?
I'll call Nonika actually. And she'll fight my case with a lot of passion and gusto.
So I'm sure in the show you were wearing a lot of black and white. And
A lot
I
of
can
black
see
and
you
white.
have a very colorful and fashionable choice and on screen and off screen. So was it boring for you to wear black and white every
Well, it was
day?
definitely different.
It was different.
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about my makeup or my clothes.
But in office, she's wearing a lot of
Wardrobe
other
was-
Yeah,
costumes.
she's wearing a lot of
Yeah.
other stuff. But if you had the choice, would you like to
See a
choose
yellow-
another
choose-
color in the court?
Choose a yellow suit in,
Go to
in
court in
court.
jeans.
Yeah, that would be fun too.
That would be
Yeah.
fun. That would be fun. But I think that's the great part about court. Really, is that it's a lot of it is what you expect.
Yeah.
The unexpected part of it is what actually what they're saying and how they go about it. That's really the cool part about it.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed
I
it.
love cartoon dramas.
Because the first time I went to a courtroom as an intern. I was so disappointed. I was like, why is there no drama? Like, when are people going to argue on the
Who's
in
the
court?
Tariq pe
Like,
Tariq?
yeah, where is the Tariq pe Tariq? You know, it was a disappointment for me the first time I went. So I'm glad that you all got, you know, better nuances out of visiting the courtrooms, and yeah,
Let's
that's
hope
great.
that what
Yeah.
your opinion is not everybody else's opinion.
So, a quick fun game. It's called Objection. No objection, my lord.
Okay, great. I
Okay.
don't have to explain that objection, right?
Milord or honor?
Oh, we'll see.
No, it is Milord, it's honor, right?
I know, but just for the
Fun of it.
dramatization
Okay.
and the
Yes.
fun part of
We'll
it.
take cinematic liberty with
Yeah,
it.
we'll
Okay,
take
that-
some liberties. So the part is you have to be dramatic when you say it. So the first one for Kajol,
Oh.
pineapple on pizza.
Objection, my lord.
Wearing a chiffon sari in sub-zero temperatures for a shoot.
I can't afford to have objections on that. I really can't. It would be too hypocritical on my part, Your Honor, to give objections at this point in time on that particular topic.
Give it a free pass.
Would you ever do that again in the
I
future?
probably have done it, and
A
I
lot of
probably-
times,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, I
yeah.
have done
And
it.
she'll do it again.
She will do
yeah,
it again.
I would. I would. I just
Chiffon
think
sari
You
is
look
really
beautiful. You
fantastic.
look beautiful
but
doing
I
it. So
would
you
say
should.
that just
Yeah.
looks so stunning that I can't
Yeah.
argue with that visual.
I know,
really.
I know. Getting a chance to go back in time and remake or reshoot any of your movies.
Definitely not.
Definitely.
Objection! Objection! Vociferous objection to this, my lord. Vociferous.
Bengali fish curry every day of the week.
Objection.
The mutton they make in their house
Serious
is
objection.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh.
That can be every day of the week.
That can be every day.
I just
for sure.
assumed, I made a very
very
random
no oil.
assumption that you
No,
might
no, I
like.
love Bengali fish curry. I love Indian food, but I cannot eat
Right,
it every day. I
yeah.
cannot.
That's too much
I have
mustard.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just too much food also. What the hell? I'd be the size of a painting by now.
Okay, dancing to Instagram trends.
Dancing every day, yes. Trends, I don't know about. On Instagram, I don't know about. So,
Thank you so much. We'll move on to Supern now.
our
Actors,
super.
Ah, super. हमारा super है.
Our super.
actors coming late on sets.
They don't come late on my set, but objection. No, actually, object to that. I've never had actors come
You
late to
never
my
had
set.
actors.
No.
That's great. That's great.
He'll make sure if they're going to come late, he'll schedule it them into late and at a late
Why
time.
do that?
अगर 2 बजे आने वाले हैं तो 2 बजे उनका शॉट रखो 2 बजे.
I'll plan my life accordingly.
Being in front of the camera instead of behind. Would you?
I have. It's okay. Absolutely. All good, Milord.
You would ever take part in your own series?
What role would you do?
Yeah.
I played journalist in Family Man 2 with Manoj Bajpayee also.
Oh yeah.
I was
Yes.
in Unmesh Shukla, the
Yeah.
journalist.
Yes, so cheap.
Do you ever feel that, you know, if I could go in front of the camera, I would do a better job or something whenever you shoot?
No,
No, never.
If I've taken
So glad
a
you
wrong,
didn't ask me this question.
no, if I'm choosing my actors on the basis of auditions and stuff. So if I'm choosing someone wrong, and I think do a better job,
That
then
is-
I have made
yeah.
a mistake as a director in the first place. It's
That's
on me,
true,
not on them.
That's true. You're always giving like the right
He's very
right
politically
answers. Yeah,
correct.
very politically
We
correct.
live in extremely woke times. Answers have to be very correct.
Okay, the last one is a really important question for you. So, will I get a role in Trial 2?
My casting
As
team will
assistant.
audition you. If you are decent, you may. Otherwise, no. Honest answers only.
I could do a, you know, junior assistant or a
Naunika has
sidekick
not reached that
for
position yet.
Nayonika.
She's just
Unfortunately.
She will
managed
know
to
by
be.
Trial 2.
She's starting to get confirmed in the show and get a job. So problem in life.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Kajol, thank you so much, Supern. I had a great time.
Our Supern.
And all the best for your show. I can't wait to binge watch it. And all of you, don't forget to catch The Trial on Disney Plus Hotstar, releasing on 14 July.